Hey folks, got ourselves a bit of an update here. So we finished roughly hacking off the edges of the foam and stuff today. Still haven't built my door. Got a majorly bodgy edge out the back there, but nah, it'll do for now. But the big update is we've somewhat radically altered our design approach. My bro here is just going through and cleaning out the sheet. You can probably hear him banging around behind me. And found a bunch of old off-cut plastic, which is totally hooker lights red, but screw it, it's plastic. A lot stronger than the glass I was going to use, so we're going to use that to create our windows and do them a little differently than we were going to. They'll just be permanently mounted into the structure instead of put into frames with removable glass, because this stuff's acrylic plastic. It's quite impact and resistant to things and whatnot, so it should be fine. I'm also told, based on this larger triangular sheet here, it's a lot less red than these ones. UV over time does kill the tinting, so they'll go more orangey and stuff over time. And at first I was like, red windows, are you fucking kidding? But then I was sort of thinking, well, my exterior is going to be black, so coloured windows will actually look quite cool. And it is just to let light into the space a little bit. So yeah, that'll work. So I got them for free, and then right next to them there, big ass roll of fiberglass. I did say the other day that we weren't going to use it because it was overkill, it's expensive and blah blah blah, but I just got that for free, so yeah. And the other problem was temperature, but my bro tells me he's got a lot more experience working with these things than I do, that I can buy some epoxy to fiberglass this structure that will cure in cold temperatures. So I'm going to do some research on the website and find out what we can buy that will cure okay with the temperatures that we currently have. And yeah, we'll be shelling the whole exterior with fiberglass instead of with cotton, which will add a huge amount of structural strength. Wasn't something I was going to go with because we were doing this on the cheap, but I mean, free, you don't get cheaper than that, team. So yeah, I've just got to get about $100 worth of epoxy, and I will need to dress the exterior of this structure and sand it and make it a bit smoother and spackle things a bit more and whatnot, so that it's, you know, nicely flatly set up for the fiberglass to go on, because I was just going to goop the sheets into place around the rougher edges that I've got and whatnot, and it wasn't going to be a worry. Fiberglass might not adhere that well to gappy shitty bits, so I might have to go around and do some gap stopping and whatnot. But there we go. So that's our update for today. As an example though, this is the type of picture frame I was talking about. So it's got glass on the front and just a wooden frame, and the wood backing, and the glass just gets tabbed into place. I'm just trying to find if there's any obvious ones sitting here. No, you can't see them, but there's usually little tabs that just fold down and hold things in place. That's what I was going to use. Now instead what we'll do is cut small recesses into the foam to fit plastic sheets. I've also got some bits of curved stuff here, so we'll cut that up to reasonable sizes and cut all the gross bits out of it and whatnot, and have slightly curved window sections, which I'll then fill the ends with polystyrene curves to fit. And yeah, we might have some little skylights at the end there or something, I think. But yeah, we'll bodge our way through it, figure it out. Still got to work out sort of the exact order we want to do everything in. Like, I'm wondering if we just fiberglass the entire structure. Better get that door built so we can fiberglass that as well, or if we build the windows in and then fiberglass them into place. Or yeah, we've still got to do a bit of thinking on how we're going to go about doing this. But yeah, so that's some good news. We've got the unit shoved into a corner again for now, and had a bit of a sweep up on all that polystyrene mess underneath. I have a whole lot of offcuts of 50mm polystyrene and a big sheet of it over here behind the ply to make the door with. So lots of little bits of polystyrene for, say, making those end fill bits I'm talking about there, and possibly adding other elements to the structure. Like at some point I may want to add some light shelves out of polystyrene, or build a box that sort of plugs into the wall to add some more storage space. Or yeah, there's quite a few different things you can do with this. It's half the point of building out of polystyrene. It's not just insulation, it's pretty easy to work with and modify and glue together and make shit with. So yeah, anyway, that's our update. I've got a bunch of artwork and things to do, and obviously I've got to go make some money and then buy glue and things to do this epoxying with. So Probably be a week or so now before we get another update on the structure, but as I say, that's where we're at for now. Even without a door on, it's a hell of a lot warmer now in there, and I do have somewhere where I can sort of sit and draw. It's out of the wind and whatnot, and once we get the door in place and the interior painted, I'll be able to start looking at making mounts for all my little lights and things on the inside, which will obviously help us light the space. The other upside of them would be they yield quite a bit of heat, and in a space that's small, even lights and the heat that they yield is very useful for warming it up. So we're definitely doing a lot better than we were in terms of outside on a couch and a bivvy bag. Now we've got a foam box. So yeah, I'm going to start measuring up my door actually, and have a look at that, and cut that to shape, and then have another sweep up, and then hopefully that'll be the last bit of mucking around with messy polystyrene I have to do with for a while. All good.